Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a super surprise for you. This is a Lineage Series VT. We are at the Grand Design Dealer Expo booth, and this is a new release model. This has a pop top. It's built on a Ford Transit van, and it has some very unique features inside compared to what has been traditionally done. Outside you have these blacked out rims, more all-terrain tires, right, which you can see on a lot of units. But what we really want to look at is what is living like. So these are built on a Ford Terrain chassis. They're a 48 volt system, which means no inverter on board, but you have all that power without the inverter. Now let's go inside and take a look at some of the features that they do here. So easy part to describe is the Ford dash up front. Very traditional, your media center with your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. Then from there we start customization, or I should say Grand Design starts customization. They do their own seat covers. You can see how they're quilted across the board. They're very soft, yet firm to give you comfort over long hours. Now up front, they're not doing a sleeping cab or anything. It is a big window, and they're using a set of shades similar to you'd find on your side windows. I do like the idea that they've put in this LED light strip so you have a little more light in this area, something I haven't seen done by other manufacturers. Now with the pop top, you get this ladder. We bring you fantastic RVs, detailed walkthroughs, upgrade tutorials, parts reviews, and even some automotive content. This is RVing TV. We're not going to climb up completely, but I'm going to take you up a little bit. So you come up, and then you can see the pop top here with its large skylight and the LED lights that run down the sides. So on a dark day like today, it's not dark and gloomy. And then they've put these reading lights here in case you want to lay back and, you know, read a book, work on your tablet, whatever it happens to be. For a booth, they're using this bench here that just wraps around. You've got this nice table that will pivot around. I'm going to be careful because of the ladder, but it'll pivot around so you can sit and you can eat. Now, where we start to get really different is from this point backwards. So you have your fridge, and it's more of a drawer style fridge that pulls out. So we have, I would imagine that's our freezer at the bottom, fridge drawers up here. Another, oh no, sorry, there's our freezer right back in there. This is all fridge up in here, and it's all easy to get to. Plus, what's nice, I'm going to step back outside, is if you happen to be outside while you're camping, you can pop that open and easily reach everything. Where you think about the door on a fridge, depending on how it's mounted and the way it's swinging, might be swinging outwards, which means you have to come in the RV to get to it. With the drawer, it's easily accessible either side. Now when we look at the kitchen countertop, nice long countertop, LED lights underneath. It's a solid surface countertop, but the first thing you're going to do is look at it typically and remark on one of two things. Oh great, they're using one of those portable induction cooktops that I have to store somewhere. And the answer would be no. And then the second thing you would do is look down and look at this little mark right here and go, oh, it's marked, the counter. Well, no, it's not. So they use an I forget the exact name now, an Invisalign system. And that little tab there, that mark in the actual solid surface, indicates where you would put your pan. This built in here is actually your cooktop. So it's clean looking, That just is the mark, so you know where to put your pan, and then your control is right here for your they call it InvisiCook. So you go from 0 right up to boost. You turn that up with your pan there. It's just like a regular induction cooktop, but hidden away. So when you're not cooking, you have a lot more space, very clean, and you don't have to worry about, you know, a cooktop that's just raised up off the top. The other thing they're doing, wooden insert over the sink. It's a nice square black stainless steel sink. And then, let's see, there we go. It takes a good push, little pop-up storage for utensils. Again, something different, very smart. I really like that idea because you always want them around. Now, as we look at our cupboards, first thing I always like to say is you look at the materials and look at your hinges. These are residential style hinges. That's a very big plus. The cabinet is lined, which again is a nice plus because that just means it's finished. They click and lock in place. They're a decent depth. Again, remember we're in a van conversion. And then just over to the left is going to be our Firefly system and our battery controller here. As we look at some of the compartments down here, nice solid drawer of wood for the drawers that they're made up, and they're nice and thick. And again, I've pointed this out in one other manufacturer. Look at how it's routed together to really give it strength. Now let's take a look at one of the deeper drawers. So solid wood again, nice and deep, all woodworked. European glides is what you want to see. And then we're now transitioning into what would be the shower and kitchen area. So let's finish looking at the kitchen. A nice pull out for our garbage, all framed, and this is different because a lot of manufacturers just put a little bar there and then your garbage sits there. They've raised it to give it a little more support. So a nice little feature. Now I mentioned that we're in the shower area, so I'm going to step back for a moment. This is a very different design. I have not seen this utilized by any other manufacturer to date. Here in the center is actually your shower. You're standing on this mat. Your drains are around the outside. The mat is there so it's not slippery, because sometimes some of the shower pans can be a little slippery. Also, the mat has been matched to the flooring on both other sides. Now, when I say shower, so first thing we're going to do is, if I just finish showering, how much room do I have to dry? And actually, it's decent. The shower is bigger than what you would typically find in a, I'm going to step back so you can see it a little more, than what you would find in a wet bath in a regular van, because they've moved it out and into the center of the van here. When you look up, here is your rainfall shower head. So the water is cascading down rather than being thrown from the side. They've put LED lights around so the area is bright while you're showering. And then let's step back in, because what you do in order to shower is you pull out your doors and they close the area in. So now, ta-da! We have our toilet back here. We have a wet bath, some storage nooks for soap, shampoo, even a mirror here. So while you're showering, if you're washing your hair, etc. And it's a larger size than what you would traditionally get in a wet bath. Plus, there's actually a window there as well. All right, now that we've looked at the wet bath and the shower, which I find is pretty impressive, let's take a look at the storage slash bedroom area. So before I show you the bed, let's look at the floor. You're going to see 4 tie down points with a track so that you can adjust your tie downs. That way you can store e-bikes, regular bikes, any kind of gear back here. Now, what's nice about that is that your bed can be placed up out of the way. This is only partially up, and we'll bring it down just a little bit. Now, you'll notice it says bed up, down, and extend. And the reason it does that, let's bring it down a little, and then I will show you guys. You'll notice if you were going to sleep on this, you're going to look at it and go, absolutely not. But they're being very inventive. So this center cushion is a little bit smaller here because you can now fit in some storage on the sides to give you extra storage space. And what happens is as you lower this bed further down, you'll notice there's a gap here on this side and over on that side. Well, what actually happens is there's an extension that will come out, and you're able to insert your other cushions when it's down in the full bed position so that you're sleeping across ways, and you can get 2 people up here sleeping across the camper itself. And then during the day, when you don't need this, simply bring it up and put it out of the way, and boom. So now, if you've been wondering during this video what those cushions are for, those cushions insert on either side when the extensions are out. Now, while we were filming, I did pause because the guys at Grand Design came over to open up the pop top. So we're gonna go back up here to give you a view, and they've unzipped it so that you can get an idea of when you're up here. And I'm going to rotate around because you don't want to hear me go whoa and fall off the ladder. Rotate around so that you can actually see how open this is. So imagine at night, you could open this on a nice night and literally be sleeping under the stars. And then they did mention that with the rooftop, apparently the air conditioner is ducted up here to the pop top. So if you had that zipped up and your AC running, you'd stay nice and cool. This is a new unit that is being introduced, and it is pretty impressive, I have to say, with my 15 plus years in the RV industry. I'm seeing some things that are not done by other manufacturers, and the different thinking is pretty impressive across the board. If you're out looking for a van, this may be a van for you to take a look at. Different thinking, new, and by Grand Design. If you like the video, please click the like button. Please hit the subscribe and the bell notification. You'll be notified as new videos are posted. We'll bring you other comparisons with other vans, conversions, and small motorhomes. So if you're out shopping, you can take a look at some of the differences that maybe aren't available in your local market, and you can explore and talk to dealers or manufacturers about it. Thank you to you guys for watching the video. Again, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you back at the channel hopefully shortly. Bye now.